like I said, but could thing happen during the week? And you yourself know that. So I don't know how prepared are you for make yourself can't touch. But I beg not touch all thing, yeah? But again, I am a salon. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and no side call from, please.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, well, the week was wonderful. I contact everybody where participate, call, give comments, give their own opinion, we want to talk over this weekend where past that visa issue. Let me tell you one thing. We know say world in America, we know say Boku Salom Bobo de Jail. Boku of them. I know over 5. Some of them are fraud, some of them domestic violence, some of them child abuse violence. I know of the other Bobo at 23 years the NACA, in Arizona. And I'm just calling him. 23 years. They all in legal paper. So that maybe I hope he said they're among the list where they send her. Because for them, not 23 years in jail. They always come out a different story now. The other one, they are fraud. I know 5 of the good one. The other 2 of them, I know say they're for this list. They say that they send them back. So if they send them back, like as you just said earlier on, the government need to stream no more the paperwork and make sure say Saloma not ask for Sabi. Even if you take 100 years now outside in Salon, that's one thing you go must. I don't mean Sierra Leone and Senegal. Where don't go they do it in 1950. Although you not Sabi talk the Creole, the English at least is Sabi talker more. But straight away I know this not Salon, but we always get with max per week. No matter what. So government needs to try, let them know this, because let it not affect people there. It will affect the commoner, because some man go don't get opportunity. Some man go don't get opportunity for car. Maybe somebody don't want help her. Or somebody, don't marry the all kind of way. And even me, I don't think it will affect me, because the situation where they go through, they don't put me in a donor list now for this transplant. And they don't send me paperwork for my brother Leone time. The last time we go for it, they refuse them because I don't know send me divorce paper. They say, but in Western Pekin, they don't know why they're not able to take care of her. So now when they sit on this, so now why I don't send the divorce paper, they say they go, I hope they give. I don't know if this will affect them. So the government needs to really try, not to for them. Not to for them, because you see they're not included. I don't say we own government not care. Well, what the thing not affect them, there's not the border for even do that this. Like Corona in own time may affect them because when they know it stop them for travel, for bring the people the holiday or the weather, and make it see the sign. But this one, not affect them. They not go, they never push with itself, they go on. Then the other thing where I want to talk about, I don't know that PK in case. You know any idea about how you don't have that where they raise in case from where the government talk.
That is just ongoing. It's still ongoing.
Okay. I will wait and see, but they don't take too long now. We're not there reenacting water. Then this other thing that when CID they go ask for somebody who buy petrol for person. So because the person a public figure, then I could want to I don't know which strategy they use for intimidate people there. Because now the way of intimidation. If we go now, we want to go December or next year or this year, we begin to give people the money there now. What see they go to see? They're not going to say that election in council now. Because when see they don't begin to interpret at this kind of way. And we know so we get family there, we get friends there. We go, go hang out with you, friend one time, they can't visit you. Would that go among where we go say, this person they visit and too much. Which affect that will affect you. And all those things a day. So the government, they get boku way. And concerning this bridgeway pass, as I said the last time, now a big blow to them. Big blow. Anywhere the people. Now a big blow because You not go sit down, you president in the past day. Not say they're not the past day. Now the main road that day. They just sit down, collapse. 2 years, una me don't complain, 2 years, una not do nothing. Which guarantee we go get for the Lumbe Bridge as I talked the last time? Which guarantee we go get for the engineer the one una go bring? Or that because salon contractor the way that they give, I don't believe that they even the money to them die for Terry waiting at the last time expansion on this bridge or the road. What would not fix this road? How many years it will take before we begin to do repairment? Because I don't think that they will give engineer for fixed road, for med bridge, or for even also the host themselves. One of the road themselves for bridge. One of the main things that some buildings they don't day under. You know, where there's just the map. You don't say where they not even do maintenance standard. You just thank God normal with one who then at Salo, make us not the collapse on people there. But some of them wire the back, whether the people that will build who's wire the electric pole, the electric wire there. Some of them wire they're not good. They're not the check safety. Now the safety will not even get safety people the way they check for anything. Safety, they drive by the traffic police that they check for safety, they're not check for safety. People that will not get that culture of safety, they know they check for people that like them. How many people told the people that don't follow that road, that country, from the Shoe Road to Ghana Baxter Street to Longsville, then got started when people that follow it. Injury. Will not get the safety in there where people that they talk about, whether they even the waiting center. So government need for really try. This remaining 2 years, the way don't left for them. They need for approval. Until they talk about delivery, they need for really proof for that delivery. 2 years, now left. Because this year, I don't know. 2 years, now left for them now. And we expect that inside these 2 years, some of the things the way they don't talk. Until they say then I talk and do, we'll not they see they do it and talk no more. We'll live for see that talk and do. Not to, as somebody may say, we not do and talk the last time I saw that network. We want for the CI with them. Let it go on. So we really do hope, pray, for let them do some certain critical thing that they were there for the focus on that country. Then they put the priority ahead, the country priority ahead. And that's what me like to say. Lastly, I want to thank everybody, as I said, just continue for pray for me, for my health. And they put me on donor list for kidney. So I hope I will get somebody ahead of time because there's some people that say they don't do now how many years. But me, I believe the new case different. That's what me believe. Maybe I might not even go through that. I might even get the body healing for me, So I just need the support of everybody in prayer, in thoughts, really pray. Just remember Patrick Dominion, I will really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you, sir. Yeah. I think as a family, just like how Patrick now request, just put them on your list where you can pray. Make you pray for somebody like him, and you don't tell me waiting you want, and make way they do that, yeah? Let's call her your name and who call from, please.
Yeah, my name is Mohamed Kano. I call from Ohio.
Yes, Mohamed Kano, you get the platform. What's your contribution, sir?
Yes, sir. I get something for tell you. The last time where I called, I don't know what happened. You blocked my number. And then platform that they do so, when they do well, when they create time for everybody, all kind of attitude people that they come, then they give their opinion. You should be able to at least condole for them all.
When
you
be able
to handle them.
Block your number?
At least about 5 months ago. Yes. I can remember about 5 months ago.
And
then this now they are not able. At least now the WhatsApp number now I call so now because I'm not able to call the American number. The American number what I call it, they come direct message. I even left message just now.
Okay, we'll go check that number. They will not the block posting number, sir. or go cross check them.
Well,
platform.
Well, the issue where when they talk about Salone, you understand, Papa? It's about the Ambogwin and Salone. It's what the main reason what the Ambogwin and Salone not let we safe. And I mean, I go to Salone, I go fast. Me people enforce beginner for me. Now I say, oh, Salone messed up. You understand, eh? If anybody be a leader, the people then will be able for elect them. Not for say where you elect somebody as leader, where you don't did it now, you begin hate them. No, that's not good. And you back where they sit down there as a leader, you should be able to know that you are there for the Republic of Sierra Leone, the Republic, the entire people. You're there for the entire people, not the country. If that be the case, I even watched the video where the president came back in a salon. You understand, eh? I'm glad because, hey, sickness, your enemies have been no one sick. But the way we come now the airport, the way when they jubilate, when they sing against the opposition. Say, then the witch, Tolongo the witch. All that they not to campaign with EPA. You understand, eh? Mr. Madabio, President Madabio, not to Mr. He's the president. President Madabio for able acknowledge, say, he is the president for now. And he's for able accept, say, we are not in election. This is not election time. You understand, eh? You as a president, we come. If you come with that dignity way, none of us say people in the go and dance and that, if they go and begin to accuse people them. Now accusation, now they bring commotion at the country. You know, fine. Lord would there as one word. Unity. You know, freedom and justice. Now in day, now we logo. But we not expect them 3 times a day at all. So me now the contribution I no more I get. And therefore stop. We get for telling the truth. And me, I've been there against APC. My uncle said they will not talk. But right now, then they do something and at least you know fine. You know fine. I'm from the north. I tell you now. We are all one people. Some of me not Mende na married itself. Me not Timini. In fact, me not Timini. But I'm Mende na I'm born for me. So we are all connected somewhere around. So we need to at least bound that connection, respect that connection, and move on. Where the president for don't care yesterday, there is no reason for at least they say Tolombo, which this talent in the day. At least I don't save the video. Then they all, you know, fine. Now my contribution now, Papa.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and who side the call from, please.
I call from Maryland.
You get the platform, Ibrahim.
Thank you, brother, for giving me a platform. First of all, I pray to Almighty God, let God continue for strength in you, give you long life for everybody. What you do for we now, we are sacrifice. Because America, we all know we can do that. But if you sacrifice for the love of the country, if they give you this opportunity, some of you they come, not get no thing who they talk way, if they go make sense now for try for couch alone together, neither for device alone, but still they encourage we. So let God continue for strengthening, and this platform let continue for grow more. They are pray for brother when brother Patrick, let God see him to go. All the way they ask God for, let God answer him. Okay, opposition in a salon, either APC, SLPP, NGC, C4C, they all not get this salon hats. I don't know how they take with the salon people then. You know, it's really funny, we something they don't report them for a long time. They just neglect until something happen. I really feel pain because I remember when I watched the video where that man is insisting. We are 3 within that bridge, under the bridge. That man where I get lighter, he be rain boot. I don't see him. He said now to escape. People until they ignore. Then they say thank God person not die. Why you know you will go make them go confirm or cross check if you that man will be the talk now too. So until they for don't rescue that man in life until they go find out say the man don't die. It's really sad. It's really sad. We country this maintenance problem we get this maintenance culture we get in our country, it really demand away in the country. And I hope say the other bridge then, because that bridge at the railway line so if that neighbor you not try for solving problem. I don't wish for that to be not for big, but sometimes the same nothing get for happen because all the traffic I get for divert right now. Then the other thing, the president, me, I don't really understand no, the blame game where this administration come from where they kind or they only they blame the past administration. They know you would try for focus, them do the thing the way they promise it for do. If the president's ready for go, we don't know. They are ready for come. Look when they jubilate, like say people are suffer in the country, like say COVID-19 all day. How the number only increase the COVID-19 case there? Because we don't watch recent interview there, recent videos there, where then they do, you know, the civilian they put on their face mask there. Then they can say the COVID-19 don't know. Look where the president they come. We been going on now they can look when they jubilate, like say nothing they go on at the country, you know, they suffer. You know? Then the first lady, me, I don't know. Tell like say I don't take the president's position right now. Because me, I not get for contact. He just seek attention and he want views na in Facebook wall, na make it they only act then they because if he ain't get the country at heart, I don't feel say if he goes on side, if they go and take pictures, they post on social media, they try for more community salon people. But if he get a name to this first lady, now after God, because of what in him man. Because like me, I know Mr. Fatima said, even when they go and book say in a actress, I don't only watch a movie. The only movie I see, Mr. Ibu in Sierra Leone. The only movie and the one I see where I see and they. So what did they go and bogus if any man will be water in not for don't be some of we. Then the thing where I want to talk yesterday, you know, I remember we asked me the first day where I wear that for my uniform. I remember, you know, like McKinney, so the school there we been they make name under St. Francis, Benevolent and Convent. So the first day where I put on St. Francis uniform, oh my God, if you see the bongo, it not be funny. Forget no more the name say I don't go to St. Francis. So since you still not give time today, I don't want to talk about so that's not my get today. Thank you very much. May God continue to bless Mama Salon.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome, sir.
Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who side the call from, please.
Yeah, good evening, Triple A. Good evening to all listeners. In Abdullah Bimara, the call from Paris.
Yes, Abdullah, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the platform. As you say today, this week, now hot week, you know. A hot week, some of we the stress we won't go up. But at least it can do small. Me own quick contribution really AAA, you know, now but waiting happen last because me no care salon government business. They were the all the same cassava soup. Where you see them so now the same lane nine they get because we the talk to it no they change their attitude. The people that they suffer, I mean then they are not on me own problem now. Because in the talk to Itaya, they make like for say then they hear waiting the people that they talk. Waiting me they talk no more really way they really important AAA. Now about this with maintenance business na salon. This man we lost in life yesterday. Friday I make a call, I think say I say something where you really stop me say man or at least pass the border because we get important people then back where they listen to it. But let we know for say na more time back now he lost in life so. Now this will be the talk. Because they really take something, anything serious in the country, when are the poor person involved. When are that ordinary man where be say they go find iron on that bridge, they go sell them, they make a living. Somebody even they talk say yes, person they under day. But the left hand say God taking life day. Now this kind of wickedness we don't get for we self with the Sierra Leoneans. Even though we see we come to Sierra Leone, they die, they lose in life, we know they go help them for make we at least know save them. How this country go before? May we ask ourselves, we serve this question: how we expect safe salon will go before? Where Sierra Leone they lose in your own life inside salon, we not get nobody where they go save them. How we expect safe that country they go before? God save not they give we good leader because the people that they you know they just get for saying our government. Hey police, look the policeman there where they go pack there. They go pack there for nothing. That man don't lost in life for nothing. He don't die poor picking. So nobody no get for talk for nothing. Today president don't come out the jubilate like for say nothing no happen at the country. But now that poor man ain't die. So nobody no get for care. Now pass it don't pass through. Sierra Leone we wake up. Let we at least value with life what we get.
If we not value anything, the life for the brief more value. Now we know say everybody in life they important. Me all this thing with the past on social media because me know for say the Facebook business right now, na ingeta, na the madam na ingeta. Any side you go. So that day me I just left them, made they do their own thing. But waiting at me you take what they take. At least make they look into the poor people there you. Me accident no happen. They tell you for say person they on that you say person no daddy. Because not so you better born picky they don't they, or not so you family they don't they. Now one poor man will before say in a iron they go friend will be say they take that iron the day they go sell and they make a living, they go buy something for his family. Me triple this really pain me. If I say I really happy about this, it really pain me. Since when this accident happened, I know for say yes. Anything will happen as I look big way don't see on social media, person don't lose in life. Me at least value life. Me na me own contribution really for this night triple A.
All right, thank you very much, Abdullah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, Collider live on here. Thank
you very much, my brother. Good evening to everybody. The sun still lay up in California and you know when a video side the world end. You know, we on 4 o'clock, they go to 5. Anyway, AAA, you know, may not get too much for talk today, but don't tell me you say from my born you go for good long. But a lot of people like we family now, we radio show now. Some people out there hearing my voice, they probably please they go say, Umana SLPP now, me not SLPP. Because I don't take up for this president and wife and when people and APC then go after them crazy. But to me, this last thing will happen the past 21 days. And the cabinet shows say them people here that it grows negligent. I mean, I wish somebody be the way for the hold them responsible because I know if you say nobody not do the hold them responsible. But it's like complete gross negligence. I don't check. Then they say that's what they do. I not come up with any scenario where president just sit down no more, it disappear. We're not to sick, it just disappear. Like we solve the lost na plazas. Nobody now able to tell me anything. Anybody where you ask now I'm at. Whether a British journalist, what's his name himself, that's a long guy, Omar Fofana, we interview Mohammed Rahman Suare, you hear the way the guy they talk. That guy, I like you not see his face. Just listen to his voice. You know say something wrong with this guy. You hear the way he be expressing himself with anger. In the talk say waiting wrong if somebody want taking wealth out.
Soulmate.
Somebody want taking soulmate out. And that's why the answer when they ask you, and I demand this way we vote for. Now demand this way we give we life to. This man in the control we life them. Even though not God not give we life, but in the control with people alive. In terms of security, everything. And when they ask you, you're not the Minister of Information, they tell me, say, what's wrong with somebody, they take his soulmate out for 21 days, nobody don't know what happened. That's not the reason why make me not, I'm not saying try to say, whether people have been come, anybody will be talk say, hey, APC don't know now, SLPP, because they tell me it's a new direction. I make up and tell you, you didn't believe them because they don't believe them. I don't believe them, I don't trust them. But no more when somebody can you can forget and chant. But me not believe anything what they say. Because I'm not say everything not turn and give business and the everything where APC been doing now they can do times 2. As you tell them, as we been trading. Then very, very arrogant. Now you see which side the arrogantness they come out from the minister. Look what thing them boss they do. Because it's like complete arrogance and disrespect for the people of Sierra Leone. I mean, just like Alice said, there's to one winner the morning to call Kutubu. Past it get forget some type of an angel or Mother Bio know something about 2023 election. Because I get relatives when I die at SLPP, they will vote now, they tell me say, except if I don't die, somebody hold me hand, they go put an SLPP in box. Because they not get good name. They not get good name, but then they feel say they go win back. I don't know whether the people that will vote for them. It just because African election, once you not sitting president, now you go and lost no more. Maybe that they are back on. But if not the real election, whether they count one person, one marble, this man not supposed to get a second chance. He not deserve a second chance. I mean, they treat the people like say they're useless. Like say the people are not even. How you go treat the people as so? How you go do that? And when they ask the people what's supposed to tell me, then they tell me say what's wrong. If the man go out for 21 days, nobody know. Maybe now so Raman sure already do it in West House. When ready, he grab, he disappear in West and Peking. They don't know nothing but they come back 1 month later. The way West access, no ask me because that's the African way. We not get respect for West them. It's sad, man. It's sad. Anyway, I want to tell you, but today Pepe don't come down. Bombay market Pepe be needed and there's 3,000 for cup. So then there's a really talk to Pepe that the hard commodity right now, but Pepe don't come down. So I be just one past that. The area, Pepe don't come down the Bombay market. Then one thing I want to talk about when I allow to listen to this. I watch them, I don't know if you have been seeing them, I've been seeing them, even though when on social media I've been seeing them, but not CNN. They root, then get dirty. The roots get trash. Then get boku trash where the fence side for go offload them. And the guy will be the give report that day, he named Sierra Leone as one of the countries they wouldn't be think about. Then get boku trash when Lebanon, they don't know who side forget they don't translate something again. Right now, Lebanon dirty past salon. So when allow they watch that, hopefully, this guy not go tell us say when I come. Guy go do anything. Just like what the previous government been do back trading. That's one thing I want to talk about. The nurse system. I mean, we not know they sit down all the time with the defender system. Yes, sir. Now, me hospitals how they work now, we get nurse system. Where they do volunteer work, they never get paid. Then they do volunteer work, they get hired. Yes, sir, it happen. We get everything, it happen. So long not to go with the excuses say, well, the reason why they do this, they don't volunteer for 5 years. No, they're not tied them. This is not what they decide to do willingly. And they always say that hospital job, nursing job, if you go into nursing job for money, you dey burn out. Just look at that doctor had to say, who did it? You dey burn out. You burn out. When you go there, now job where you go there for save life. Therefore move away from then and you keep business with any part. They never give them any part. I don't care if they do volunteer for 20 years. They do and volunteer, they do and willingly. They need for treat the people with dignity and respect. Now that's me for say. See, we are blind in your own. I mean, waiting else we don't know for Salon. Salon at the country that the way they even say good morning, President. Then they can't only say why you say good morning, Mr. President. Because last year they look like they don't have the one name. Because all the time Central Police they would report and the anti-corruption. It look like they don't have the lobby they talk about it. They have the one now let them talk about it. So they have them begin the then you know now the same thing back them go do that journalists that go arrest them because he questioned the chief minister about money business. I mean now all entire even if you say APC give them guy a chance. Not true then they talk. Anybody will talk. Can't tell me why you talk. You sing or they say can't tell me why you sing. You laugh or they say can't give me reason why you laugh. Everything you forgot give report. How a country go there like this? I mean, if the things are where then they say about Donald Trump in this country, where CNN, this, that, MSNBC, if what thing then they say about Donald Trump in this country in one day, now they say na salon for 1 hour. If not journalism or any other person, then we just wipe them off this. It's crazy, man. Then last but not least, the other thing what we want to talk about, former RSA boss, when I am the interior minister now or so, that guy they been talking about this bridge. This bridge, this present government, but there be no but this bridge in bad one. Even AYV, they don't get a topic on this bridge. This again, I watching we all the talk. Everybody don't talk, and now I elaborate on the same thing about we maintenance culture. This same bridge, then we know about that. This same guy will always be the head of SLRSA. He will talk about this bridge. So let us Fenway for Fenway. The other thing, I've been on to say all this. We not get public safety. We not get public health agencies. We not get public safety agencies. People like you said so much that you bill us now free tongue if you not did it. If you not take them by the tell what they don't bill them for you where you go they don't have middle net. Now they use the cut for them by you. Because they go put 58 pounds and sample one bag cement. So if them guys and they do the government say even though when this them bridge award the name so that them bridge and a bridge that would have been built during the colonial days. But what about maintenance? What about repair? What about check about them? Until somebody died. Look at Shaka Stevens Stadium. Because me old enough, see and wait and hope in them. But one maintenance they say that we don't give Chinese man about $15 million or $30 million for repair them. Then another time bomb that one day. That Shaka Stevens Stadium, they a time bomb. Now a time bomb just the way for go off. But nobody not go say nothing. Then guy are not care. When you ask them question, if they're not say can report na CID, they go answer you rudely and roughly. So, but whatever what then they think about, whatever what they hold on, what they feel say, whether we like what in and they do or we not like what in and they do, then go win back, we go find out. 2023 not the far. Now that's no more today. Thank you very much, my brother.
All right, thank you very much, Omar. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and side call from, please. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving the platform. My name is Fajalo from Manchester.
You get the platform, sir.
All right. Now today I conclude for those say yeah, there is no sufferation in Sierra Leone. Being that if the youth they come on the street, they jubilate panic for the government, that means everything is okay in Sierra Leone. Because where you they grab, see they suffer, things they go wrong, and when they complain, not to their kind of accommodation and for welcome the president with. Because when the president busy with a different story, he don't lost, he not tell goodbye, for let them come on and welcome and this kind welcome and welcome and so that means in a way the diaspora then the home base is full. So me they advise the diaspora if you get somebody done they don't help her again. At least they don't know what's in hard and what's in soft. Right? The government they say the youth the idol and then prove until we all today the idol. No employment no day for you to now they welcome somebody who don't left on our country will not even know what he go for. Before that dinner we see him when welcome and this guy welcome and the police then did it, they not do one arrest and I don't observe anything with any government official, the previous one or the present one, where they do something, the youth they know they ever realize this operation they go on at the country. So like we they waste with time for telling say when they suffer. Right? I watch one thing where they appoint one guy in a road transport. They're not even expecting corona, this COVID-19 they exist. And the same thing applies today to the president. That means say no disease not in the country. When they beg the government, then there is all restrictions, we will go back where the economy boom. Because this kind of thing we will see so that means say COVID-19 not in Sierra Leone. No them for the president high they gonna say for I can't in a state house. You know for no see it don't can. But for them welcome and from Lunge, they run with Tana City. No, they don't even have 2 minutes social distance. Corona not in a salon. Now lie they got they lie per week. They lie big time per week. Then guys are all kind of educate in the UK and they know the laws the way they go right now. Right now if you come on and £3,500, they find you will go starting gathering there. So why they for welcome president who lost per week? Even a Nigerian news comedian they make fun of the president, they welcome and they can welcome there. That means it's operation not in a salon. Let us try for ease everybody will go back to track. If they sick, they kill all. But the youth in Sierra Leone in the land. Sufferation already. And that's no more no contribution.
All right, thank you very much, Jalo. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and side call from, please.
Yeah, AAA, Nami Mohammed Kemokai from Australia.
You get a platform, Kemokai. Good.
All right, thank you. AAA, me, I see how they welcome the president this morning because we now stay on a morning anyway, Sunday morning. We see how they welcome the president. that guy they don't wear face masks, they don't do social distance. We see how they jubilate. What the president be don't disappear. We don't appear now, so see how that guy they would say. Then they fine. The sickness they pass, that's fine. And the second thing I want to talk to this with healthcare system. Now salon. We they talk about this maintenance what is a culture. And then they're voluntary nurses then, They don't take up their life, they say they want to become a nurse, that they volunteer. So if you Australian we pick somebody they volunteer, then they go work without pay anyway. Then they risk their life, which is very good. But at the same time, they're going to do the correct thing there, where they in place. On Monday, now I lost my sister because of medical attention, na freedom, And I pray God for the one day where they don't die, and the guy where he died under that bridge day. If they don't put the guy, they don't bury. Say they don't bury the guy or not yet.
No, late evening yesterday, I didn't see the body, but they don't pull on the yesterday. I don't know.
Okay, would they pray for the family then, and would they pray say let God get good road? That bridge they be done old. They're old bridges and they get for maintenance then. Some know that they make things they don't need maintenance. Maintenance culture now will lack. And then with first lady, Fatima Bio, now don't take social media, Sylvia Bladen. And they get social media. Anyway, let them try it. All these things are politics. Triple, thank you. I thank to the panelists then and the viewers then and the contributors. So, now million contribution for that. This is Mohammed Kemokai from Australia again. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Mohammed. Thank you, sir. Make we come with this old voice Sarah network, or maybe the new people they know go know I'm or hear the voice. But yes, Yusuf, what thing you want to share with we today, sir?
This a complete mouthful, but I always feel like home coming to the program. And I don't listen. I try to comment from the beginning of the show, but sometimes you gotta give a chance, right? But a couple of things. I'm not gonna repeat, which most people don't say. They all get, legitimate points and to make very founded. Things we don't talk about this program years back. We talk about business continuity. We talk about the installations of public civil in conjunction with government entities wherein then we will make that cooperation there for foster the development of Salon. We're not to just the government in 100% because we know how that it don't go for we in Salon in the past 60 years. In a sense, what I will say is Salon, as I've been on this this program a long time, and so many times, we don't lack the educated people. We don't lack the experienced people. We don't lack the expertise at all. With all respect. The thing is that the ground for making people there operate as they're supposed to operate now is not very fertile for them. Because we don't see people that come out that the diaspora with a strong professional background, respected there. But when they go to a salon, then they make it difficult for them to practice their expertise or their knowledge, which is very sad. Nevertheless, but we get other people in the salon back. We train enough, understand enough, or able enough for handle all the situations here. This government's on the list for the past 8-10 years, where we did blast the previous government about the inept, the shortfalls, and what have you. If not possible, we really do want to put this country forefront and push to the development and the advancement of that society there, you'd be done to take note. You don't see the opponent in shortfalls. So this by no means, this could have been another party. It could have been kind of Unkilan party where we didn't expect very much for handle the country. This could have been a C for C. But it's fortunate for SLPP that they handle the throne. But the lack of accountability, the lack of public trust with the wane. I mean, we do not the West. And let's say now, as we all know, the advent of this mobile phone, the advent of the social media, it don't bring so much to light. It don't bring so much to the people that firsthand, for me they understand what they happen at Salon, and for me they see what they happen also in the other part of the Salon, it is hard for me to see things that happen. So it's really hurtful because, as you mentioned earlier, you get a truckload of people that wouldn't get to send another country there. If that country be okay, people like you, people like we, a lot of other people, then we get so much for offer. Not in this country with this kind of reckless behavior with the face now, then they look we as we do not belong, then they look we as we came from somewhere, then they treat we as if we don't know A to Z. But you know what? Again, the human capital, not going to be the asset for lift that country up. If we attitudes do not change, it get to start from the top. You know, me, I've done corner. Like most people, then we don't deceive. We've been so welcoming for a person like the First Lady, the Vice President, Sam Sumana, and all these other people. I will name names forever. We don't deny, we don't lambast APC for the road between Freetown and Cornwall, how bad it was. We don't see how long it take them for doing that. We see which thing really they happen. People, their attitude not still the change. You ask somebody a simple question, the way they respond is very, very insulting. It's very, very demeaning. Question and answers, simple as that. You know, I texted you earlier. We get for the embassies of Sierra Leone. How welcoming are they to people with the Commonwealth and the Canada diaspora? We think now your responsibility as Sierra Leoneans and the diaspora to the embassies. We didn't look up to the embassies for anything in terms of working with them. We get a lot of non-profit organizations like Sierra Network and the affiliates. The kind of contributions we didn't make, independent of the conjunction with the Sierra Leone embassy and the Sierra Leone consulate or the Sierra Leone emissaries in the West. But if you look at embassies of the United Kingdom, you look at embassies of the US, you look at other foreign embassies in Sierra Leone, go there. Go see what thing they do for their citizens in Salon. Go see what thing they do for their citizens. Go ask them questions. Go look at their website and see what thing the foreign embassies they do or how they cater to their citizens. Then we ask ourselves, if real embassy is able to cater to you like that, even if you register yourself as a Sierra Leone and a diaspora and a Salon embassy on their website, you don't even get an email response back saying, hey, we don't get you a notification. This is not the next step for you. Simple thing like that. I tried it. just to check the heck of it. I go register as a Sierra Leone and a diaspora. I don't know if my email bounced. I don't know if my email goes somewhere. I don't know if somebody in the diaspora office do come. But I don't get any response yet. It's been 2 weeks at the least. You know, these are the kind of things. How you do even work? We get people then. We get doctor them. We get lawyer them. We get firefighter them. We get people in the health industry. We get people in the finance. We get people that in all facets of life. They want to make contributions in Salon. But the reception is very bad. The reception very, very bad for people who come out of the West or elsewhere for go make any meaningful contributions to the society. So the attitude get for change and they get for start from the top. We know we'll get tired for say this. We know get tired for us. And also for you, AAA and the Sierra Network, you don't know how much we appreciate this platform we provide the community overseas. Thank you and continue for doing this. And we'll talk more how I come back. If I think I get for big yourself, I'll got news for you, man.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. By the way, I know it's fufu this weekend, but last week I ate fufu.
Okay.
So that'll be on.
We'll give you a pass on that.
Okay, man.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Yeah.
We will talk some more, man. Cheers.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. I don't know, maybe if you know Sabida voice there, maybe not because you knew, but you know, like how they get Usman Toli Usman, those were the voices here on Sierra Network, you know. I know say like how you said then, so other people have been done day before, but say I network still we stand not the change. When you hear where they talk, you know what they mention about. These are things that the previous administration, nothing that we don't see don't know how they talk about. Now so them they accuse we before, now so they accuse you, they will continue to accuse we, but we know say now the love of Sierra Leone. Yes, caller, they live on here. You name and no side call from, please.
Yes, good evening, my family, One Port family. My name is Frederick, I call from England.
You get the platform, Frederick.
Yes, sir. I just want to highlight a bit on the president and visit in Lebanon where everybody they shout about. We only talk about separation of powers. If the president don't travel for 21 days, please give us a break. Give that man a break. We'll get the vice president will be left in the country. The parliament still they work. Head of departments and agencies will stay in place. So it's now all this beef the president goes don't go Lebanon, they disgrace Sierra Leoneans, they this, they die, no respect Sierra Leone. What is all this? What's the man not get a own privacy again? But let that president go. A day Lebanon, it became 5 years that they miss him. For no say, now something really care them go there. The own people then the first family they don't carry age. Last you say, now me your opinion, Lord just say, for instance, then go do something when I like medical something, when they're not able to do an assault. Then go for 1 week, but maybe the operation delay. They decide to stay back. Is it everything they get for tell the people then say because now I employ we, because now they pay we, now this now wrong with me? Or for instance, if not Peking, then go look for instance, where they can do IVF. Therefore, can probably say, hey, would they go do IVF now in Lebanon? Let people there, at least, Lord give this man a break. Lord give this man a break, please. I'm your contribution on that.
Thank you very much, Frederick. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Yes, caller, they live on here. You name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, this is Omar, Minneapolis.
You get the platform, sir.
Yes, thank you. I think the caller before this one, Yusuf, right?
Yes,
Yusuf. You know, I think Yusuf is very admiring what you bring come up here. So because all what you really talk like this place, even for me, maybe you talk, or maybe the second week or so, I've been the talk say, you know, every government, if we need an invitation for the government and they follow, we will take part into that place. And I just touch on certain stuff and back where you really touch on nerve too. So I think I've been the same and then I am, but people I think they've been the reader in different way. You're not going to do anything and if you not get that welcoming stuff in that place. You see, now the dangers are not all to go through. People in that place and the suffer, we didn't we want get a good intention for go together. You know, we just grab no money. I say you go do something and they go well. If they know, get that invitation stuff there. And also some people, I mean, they say, oh, now we can't see that day, you know, but you don't need any invitation. But I tell you what, as a matter of fact, we really need that people for say yes, you know, we need on our help. When I can, I let them show you how we will help now that place. If you know the then nothing to go on. And I better the better anyone. Who would you go grab now with good intention, you say you go yonder for go up yonder. Then the thing say you don't go for go encroach with waiting that they can do. So not to that people are intention, all we need for do now follow we go help with people and let them be, you know, for the basic thing necessary way they need forget. That's the we there for, you know. But that invitation stuff like that the big problem now because you don't need we don't need for tell anybody go and say for go do something now we country, but I tell you the invitation we really need them. Now the big problem now, you know, and I don't mention one time back just what you see don't talk back. I read some people, I mean, they say, you know, let them do undercover, what you say for let them go expose their people and they, hey, that is not for, he will just show you no more what thing to go on. And I showcase, he will tell you what thing to go on at that place. But you're not going to do, we're not going to achieve anything. You know, The main thing are the attitude, just like we if don't talk last time back at the same thing I mentioned about that one, the undercover stuff. You're not going to achieve nothing. People just need for change their attitude. Let them know, say everybody, whether not the east or the north or the south, or central, we all are the same people. What you will need for that country, the let just develop. Because if you AAA, which you don't begin so, wait not to me. I tell the problem and with we. You understand, eh? You don't see somebody get good intention like AAA, you get experience by certain stuff. When at the media stuff you get so. Me self, now we get small idea about media stuff. I don't hate you because I feel a competitiveness. Now let you not go past me. No problem, Andy. Instead of me for call you and ask you, say, hey, AAA, how you go about this stuff here for gain? Who say you don't do so today? Or the stature way you don't attain so today? You don't understand. What I do? I'll be sabotage you position there for trying, not to say competitiveness, not bad thing though. But when you do on worse, you not try for learn from what in that person they don't wait on there before you, for let yourself, add by you knowledge you get. Now the problem now the way we get Sierra Leone said. You see? Now the problem now and we get attitude back where you be to say, you always want to ask first before you give. The first thing in life you need for sacrifice, say, hey, I the give this. Now that way you get reward with multiple, pass with you don't give. You see? And philanthropy stuff where you begin at this country, see. Not to say now what you people landing at this place here, you could be very surprised. Not to say they know they get from the philanthropy where they do. And because they sacrifice, then penny the way they don't save for a long time. Then take her, even though they get something for do with her. Then give first. Asking the question. You send and first, you say, okay, this is sacrifice. Me get something for do for this, but I know say people and they out here and we really need this past me self, although I the struggle. Now that in our voting circle we don't get for we said that the problem now let make the country hard for develop. Even if some people we did, you will get something so but for give out that philanthropy stuff will not grow up for do that. All you need for the whole amp to yourself, you say, oh, I just want that on top. People that look me say yes, I may pass everybody at that place there, which is not right. That not to togetherness, not to teamwork down there. For now we able to develop that place, that everybody getting 2 cents for put together, for now we able to develop that country. Now so no more we able to achieve that development in the country. So that's my own contribution that tonight, yeah?
Thank you very much, Omar. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, yeah.
Yes, caller, are live on air? You name and side the call from, please.
Good morning, people. Ladies and Israel again.
You get the platform, Israel.
Yes, thank you very much for this program because it's getting me more hooks to it. I will say we've done plenty of the callers. They don't talk, and Doctor and the other person will be a summary. And they don't give plenty of the points and more for me. But let me make this 1 or 2 points. First of all, I want to start with the police. You showed that video earlier this week where the IG don't turn evangelist. He say one gets pardoned. But the IG now, towards the end of the week, the same police officers, we see the CID, the same letter to Dr. Sylvia Blyden for the petrol. I don't want to go to this highway, other people don't talk about this thing. But you can see this now a clear harassment. Country like this now, police like that, you will take them to court for harassment. I think you don't get plenty case now. The next try no more for make things. And people for no say the first case we in a magistrate court for under the old 1965 Act, Public Order Act. That case is still not done. And technically, even though Parliament don't revoke them, don't repeal the act still not signed by the President yet. The revocation not still signed by the President yet. So it's still under the canopy of that act. That's not done like you do man give petrol. If na me get me money, I give to person, which is a crime for give me what I want. We're all the philanthropy, we're all the NGOs that we can't give things as I you. Then go take them go police for give somebody something. I think the MKIU don't look at mental something like it. Because now you know the same officer we go take an school my picture like which can go see the picture and evidence of crime. Where they carry the key picture go to the police, then the court, they not ask nothing, how he present and so he can go back. I mean, this is just complete deliberate waste of public money. I think see Sylvia Blythe for get in mind as he get now will get wrong mind. If for check this the IG and the inspector and the sergeant which he call himself MK Ali for really push them in a court for harassment. Never mind the case the way they go on. Because this is complete nonsense. Absolute disgraceful nonsense. That's why I take created a go 25 charges, it committed nothing of it. Then keep on the police deal almost. And as you talk this evening, them say, then the which leg when the police go in court case on Monday or Tuesday, we go there, then they go back. Now we'll wait and see. If that would show say that the kind of harassment and intimidation with the police they carry on. I don't think to see people have said them what now police. Even the IG himself now should be actually questioned because I know the sheriff of the city. You know the sheriff of Freetown. How can the sheriff be sitting down? They allow him undermine and they misuse the law like that. He is responsible for this kind of nonsense. You see, I don't want to say too much. The second point I want to bring up, that is COVID thing. You see, unfortunately, Solomon Jamil don't seem to get victim of this positive. I just pray that he come out of it nicely. But the problem, I did watch several things once earlier. Even the churches, I am getting worried. Even the main, I don't want to name the churches, or the main churches. I see the level and the number of choir. When you look at the choir stall, even though they all wear mask, especially a very big church where I belong to, I see the choir too much. In England, they don't even allow you to sing in a church. And so in church, you go for book before you go inside. They himself now here, not only churches they allow now, and thereby, if you don't know who they go inside. Now they change the law, you know, for more than 6 people that do. 6 people not for carry, and not allow for carry in certain parts of the country because the thing they go up and up. From Salon, it's like we say, although say COVID day, we don't go to the people and say, oh, COVID, no, COVID day. And they affect 1 or 2 people, 1 or 2 people die. Senior man, doctor, and died this last week. So we see COVID day. But the way we don't treat, look this evening to what they watch the video from the arrival of the president. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The crowd in the airport alone. You hope, but you don't even have for touch you. Nah, you gonna transport, you go to wear mask. People they already wear mask. As I say, the churches there, the crowd, when they go burying, I mean, nobody will play trumpet and things in there. But I see the burying for the bishop who been dying now, the BMC church. It's full. Academy band they play. The same thing with the grammar school self where the bandmaster died. Boku people on the street everywhere. The problem is there's no way they can identify. But again, the way the government says they behave, it don't make people believe say this thing there. Because then they harass 1 or 2 drivers, then Okada drivers, them what we call themselves keke drivers, them pulling people passengers. But the thing is, the government has not shown the leadership in this. Now in England, such a person you will find 1,000 pounds If you more than 6 people like the host, they will fine you 3,000 pounds, 10,000 pounds. Last week, 2 people, sets of people, they made some party, 10,000 pounds, then they fined them. 10,000 pounds. You see, this kind of thing is not fine at all. I know the president in disappear, I'll just let that side. A lot of people don't talk about that. The other point I make, the point about this parliamentary corruption. I mean, you don't get now that Bangba did in the show. We don't say first day you say, oh, person go visit, minister go visit on side, chief Bugi and cow, then they go Bugi and sheep, then the cow will fall. There is a debate where I guess for the old 670s, I think 60s to 70s, where on that basis, which is whether I write for parliamentarians, where they go visit, if they forget, if the chief, they forgive them, present for comeback. That debate between Ahmed Taki and we walk out of parliament. There's a lot of things in that debate. Now, it all turn out like corruption. This one, and go approve ministers and go approve officials. You hear Givao. That is a telling point because Givao, neither the chairman of the legislative committee in parliament. For the chairman of the legislative committee in parliament for come out boldly and say people that they take money, I think say Mr. Anti-Corruption, this kind of time, not to the kind of investigation with the whitewash. Because it's also whitewash investigation that you see. So you see, this is the kind of thing where we don't see Paran thoroughly against Tawa. Tawa accused Paran say in the media Tawa's money we not account for. But then a difference. Then I account money then for do something we not account. But this one a bribery. A complete bribery by whoever get the appointment or the ministerial appointment, the approval for official. So you see, this is the kind of thing we CID for the investigate, not just only anti-corruption for the investigate, rather than the good torment ordinary people will get a willingness to give money or give help to other person, say at the FUNA. I see a video this evening, when the Okada about a good yard, we say a better yard, with an issue, see not pleasure. I mean, not philanthropic kind of approach. Then kind bribery and corruption, now in the investigate, enough for just left on it, anti-corruption number, because it comes under the last any act of 1916 where we operate. Now part of the theft act that corruption and theft not the same time case. So not to then kind of waste of time case then they where MK Aliyu. That man it look like say not get plenty work for do. I think so therefore not begin to think now whether that man should not be shifted from that CID. I think we need somebody where the head of the CID, I think one chap named Zaiza, I think the deputy also, or head of the CID, let them begin to look then kind of official then they will not seem to know which thing they do. You see? And the last call I was going to talk about the president, we forget, just remember things go. You know, just which country you see president just disappear. So the state house they put one kind of story, then you get 2 different things. Then after days and days and days, before we get Facebook commentary on the honeymoon, I mean, it's not done. So it's like we say, nobody been in charge for a while until we begin to say, well, Julian, none of the vice president, but I don't think to say it look at say, we know what's in Japan before it said catch up. Apart from yesterday, where I seen that bridge, now I see some kind of comments with them, say they go for meeting. And I hope, as I've been talking about the bridge, meeting say the whole stretch from St. John right up to Sykes-Fee. And that's not only the bridge itself no more for be done. And I'd rather wait and say, then they go for broken that Usland. Because we don't understand Usaka, Utella, one new good deal of that place. The last small grade would do time in the dong, and the last house on that bridge here going down towards St. Antonio from St. John. But for seem a massive, the stress when they don't put to that bridge, the stress. All don't cause that great collapse. And the place too dirty. I will be surprised when people will pick metal under it. And of course, you know the difficulty with the mayor try to stop building in a waterway. Where I think it be financed by visit. When the Minister of Lands send people and go book up. Well, that kind of thing they did because all their encouragement they did. It's very dangerous. And I believe unless people put their head together, I'm so sorry why you can't finally hear it. That one young man been died. I hear that when you talk anything, they say somebody been there, but you're not sure. It's a pity. Let God give them good road. Let the people know pray for it. So I thank you very much for the program. And I'm just going to make a gift one or two calls before I go. Better go sleep now.
All right. Thank you very much, Israel. Thank you, sir. Well, and so Israel saying don't get hooked. Okay, I always tell people, say network is addictive. Where you come, you know, go and go again. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who the call from, please?
Yeah, it's not Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, I just want to ask the salon people who they jump for the president. What do they jump for? What did the president do ever? What he don't do? You don't know the country. You don't rule for 2.5 years. What he don't do? What he don't do really? What he don't do for the country? You know, you don't promise. We all promise there. Nothing not come about yet. The only thing we go say he do that the free education. Nothing else. Nothing else. You know, do not they jump for the guy. But now the same thing when I jump for the minister. And they thief all the money that the country they jump. What do they jump for? You know, the country you know they go fine. When they jump. What's wrong with you now? The people don't want to hold accountable. Now they jump for. And then when they don't take the money back, when they don't go now, they wanna begin cry back. Wanna begin cry. You know? Some people they looking for wise up, man. Well, what did they jump for? What did they gladness for? What did he bring? He bring anything? You don't bring nothing. Nothing you don't bring? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The same way we go spend all that money there and that. Now the same way we come back. And that money we don't go spend on taxpayer money. You don't bring nothing else. You don't bring no money inside the country. What do I jump for? Man, I left them here, man. You know, they say the president, okay, for say, I don't know if it's true, but just in case you go for medical, okay? That same medical, the way go, so that hospital, the way go, now bill and bill ayanda, okay? Now the people in Lebanon that they bill ayanda. Instead can bill the same thing as salon, okay? So the next 20, 30 years, no, people and the leader in a salon will grab again and go outside for medical again. Instead, they can do that in a salon, you know. You don't promise you hospital. Today will not see the hospital yet. Today, you know, one construction not even begin yet. You know, today nothing. Nothing. Not they go on the country, but they said they go buy a motor car there, they go buy a bus there. You know, they man not left for the job. The job business. It don't make sense to salon people, man. When they salon, they suffer so they jump. What they jump for? You might not bring nothing come. Nothing you not bring come. You know, when I go for all them people are accountable, man. Chief Minister say plant rest. Now the type of agriculture that they all need in the country. And then man. Somebody need for all them accountable, man. Even the Chief Minister, he ain't doing job. They don't do their job at all, man. Not by the minister, they know point one say this guy they doing job. They don't know they do their job, man. You know? I'm saying some people ain't wise up, man. When I left this gladdiness, man. You know, it don't make sense, you know. It be the same people who they chief and now they go for again. You know, I mean, I'm contribution I no more. It's just frustrating. Where they try for talk for the people and then sit on back, then they jump for the same people there, where they thief there, then they jump for them, and then you they talk for them back. You know, it's just frustrating, man. It's frustrating, bad. I mean, contribution I no more.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Triple Nami?
Yes, sir.
First of all, I want to tell you thanks for giving me this platform. I want to tell everybody thank you for the listening. And I go straight away to the point. I go first to the politicians then. Not just forget about the past politicians. This is, almost they don't get 2 years and some months now. Let me say 2.5 years. Whose politician wouldn't do anything right now for that country, even though they talk to? Whose politician don't do anything? Nothing. Not say, okay, Honorable Tawa, now no more don't do say, look, you know what, if now they party UK, and they give up. So it don't come out. If you are that right now, the parliament right now in Nepal try to do something, whether it's not to harm or maybe for do more harm to the country. Then this other minister we see the sell the rest. Why he no go over the radio and announce them, say, look, Freetown unakana asu. We sell the rest by 200,000. Let una come so the rest will cheap na Freetown. Not to just get them on authority happen if not easy if not can myself. No left landing. Now look go for the road then. Because the past government, because I know I'm not a politician, but every time we talk, they say the past government they make roads. So of all the roads they would make, they not been think say the bridges and they save they for let them look, let them go try for reconstruct them bridge and they you don't make road, you don't make any drainage. They go rain the council almost rainway and bug people don't start inside them way because there was no drainage. They just go normal on the street and just plaster the streets. They say they make the road. You know, that's just bad. I mean, that's like half work. That's not what they call half-ass work right here. Because you know, we just go, you should go plaster road, you don't make side them for drainage, especially within the council. You don't make drainage, you say no, say this water where the council, then go there, where they come out of the area, don't make a drainage, or the block the wire, don't make a yard go for them, we said go in there and bug people in. There was none. Instead, they can't walk on the street, you go down, go for people and host them. I mean, then when they talk about the president, in go one way, Fatima Bio, in wife, we post our social media because, first of all, I don't know why he did respond on social media. You are first lady. All what you just care about is the country in development. You know, try for push the people there. If not for push the woman, like why we don't begin push woman there against how they call it, sexual harassment, all that thing, and they push go forward on that one day. No listen what in where you want work, you know the listen what people in the say. You the listen what people in the say, provided the owner for development, not for where they criticize somebody where you know they make no sense. I mean, then in the talk of repatriation, I mean, yes, we get citizens in every side, government for go repatriate them. America wouldn't go repatriate me because me is one of the wouldn't repatriate inside match now Freetown. You know, they send the bill on news. 2 weeks ago, I received the bill. I for pay $1,900. Wait, I even pay $1,060 for go for 2 way. I end up paying $1,900 just for 1 way for bringing me back home right here. I mean, so the repatriation, you understand, not to free in a sense. It's not easy. It looks easy for not go take the people in the other side bank. You understand? You get for pay for the flight, everything. If you America, they need give for free. Tell me what thing I will go to now. How we go do for do that free day? You know. Then whose friend talk one talk where I really support her. Hopefully that day go country. We talk about the development will it take place that upline. You know, that day happen. You know, let them put her in radio. Leadership, you know, leadership they also you understand. You put her there so this in forum. You are learning to talk about them. Let other people in the area because we youth they not strong. You understand? They no get job. I believe if they open it in the hopefully they go left Freetown for go upline and go for a job. Hopefully, because we know can take for say with the planting na Freetown. We know can plant them banga farm the only thing they say Freetown. No. You just go for the open space, we say acres of land there, we say manufacture all thing in there. So they need workers for go down there. So hopefully the Freetown will kind of slacking small without no thieves, no burglary stuff. Of course, burglary is almost the same thing. No pushing the remind we're going to shoot people in the street, all thing and they hopefully means that they happen. I'll be very, 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 very glad for that. Then let's talk about the I know I hit about the bridge. But they get a lot of working bridges in a salon we therefore pay attention to. Minister of Works, the need for worker that they side and they make sure say the old bridge, the 10 beton bridge, all the railway line bridge. You know, that bridge don't bomb don't kill some and don't bomb where they pass at the back road for go bus for go by Vineyard. They go on bridge, then they don't also. Then they wait safe. Now one more try to pass. See the wait and they come. When they pass before you go, how long go they pass and how long them bridge on the when they no boats, they don't even go out there and fix them. Come on, what in the wrong with these people are? But what the same money no more is you see the way the kapu na kapu no more than nepa. Kapu But when they say for make, they only escape. If the new minister with all this, what thing they don't do, we should say, yes, we vote them in. Now, this will only happen in our area. What thing they don't do? Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. I mean, if anybody do something, let Canada Radio talk and say, well, me, I don't do this, I don't provide job for people. Then I don't make so for I try to make this stadium now, so we need people there for clear the dirty there, for clear stadium, for local refurbish stadium again. Or we're gonna you building, we go fix that. You know, side and day where you the minister of that particular area there, where they employ people. If you're cleaning, you employ them for them clean. Not to pastor or city council, of course, city council, they don't know where they eat people the money. For all small, they sell and they give you tickets. What is improvement within a free zone? It's nothing. Now they say they go give people, if you get to them, they pay 500,000. Come on. If you are going to pay the 500,000, there's nothing they're going to do. They're just going to sit down and eat that money. Doing nothing. I mean, the problem is so huge in a free zone. If we wanted to also, we're not able to say we support certain siders, so let them go before. The people over there, they're not able to do anything. Now, we wouldn't also, now we go for all ourselves as one, instead of what they criticize without no option, because some people they criticize them, but they say, well, why don't criticize you that this kind of way of worker for let the country go before. They know they do that. So what do we for do? I'm not saying this is for me, you know, they for no party. It's all about the life of Sierra Leoneans, how Sierra Leoneans for live, because they were way below poverty. So what do we for do? Like how we continue to that fundraising, we do the fundraising. If we say we go to the bomb area, you understand? The bomb area, we provide food for them people a day. We do the fundraising, we provide food for them people a day. Or we provide clean drinking water for them people a day. We make them go dig well, public well, because since Guma Valley no one open the pump, we make them go dig public well. We say people go get water because they no one do the work. So I'll tell you, thank you for this chance you give me for for at least express my views and at least for me. I hope say we all will get clean and views there we will make a better Sierra Leone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alaji. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, hello?
Yes, I did live on air, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. My own contribution, first of all, now this attack with people they attack now because of now they do. And people forget see then see how we know not just the grab una put on the now what you una see somebody write or somebody put na Facebook una say get for put am let we know. But people then they go for the attack you and una. Even we say when I make contribution at this program, people then they attack me. But me I don't care about that. As far as we in a salon while go before. If you can remember yesterday, I talked about that incident which happened at Service Street. I talk about say that incident happened. Nobody knock out digger day. Nobody knock out excavator day. Even though somebody they say somebody don't die day. Nobody no. Nobody no care. Past today, where I get for you say somebody died. I say, well, listen, which I did talk yesterday. If the yesterday where that incident did happen, then go for good time to see if actually something that person will die. So if I don't leave, because we don't see places the way people that they trap under rubble, it can take them 3 days or 7 days, then go find a day. If they are alive. But we now will not see nothing. We can't say first of all first, I don't think we'll get what we call disaster management. We'll not get another country. We any time something happen, like them flood in here work it take place in our country, them mudslide, the earthquake, other things them. Where then they as it happens so they don't move swiftly for good day. We'll not get them. All man just busy now about politics. Now in our country. It's so sad. The other contribution again now about the Sierra Leone police. Sierra Leone police, therefore, know one thing. It don't take away the name a bad. From that Truth and Reconciliation Commission, where they come with the what is said about the commission, where Sierra Leone police in name Dede. Sierra Leone police and the judiciary. When now don't begin CISO back. That same thing will cause the war at Sierra Leone. Then two people, institution there, Sierra Leone police and the judiciary. Now the CISO back. Now don't begin CISO. I know they pray for one now country, you know. But now the same thing will not begin CISO. We know the land lesson. Sierra Leone police don't become so corrupt. Corrupt to the core. Corrupt to the core. Now Sierra Leone police are the sea. Then they go serve a letter to Sylvia Blythe and say because he give fuel to bike riders, if I go answer question for that. Now waiting, waiting. They know. Then tell you, look at the letter say who they write. That letter the way look at it, people like primary school. Picking and write that letter there. Or you can say na fall because the whole thing just I don't understand. Where is Sierra Leone police getting into? Eh? Where is Sierra Leone police getting into? Then go see the former president in picture. You go and tell us who is this? Sierra Leone police, Lucky Barrow. Now the same thing back today I see when the presidents come. I follow that program from the airport. They go na presidential lawn. I don't know. I see the Inspector General of Police. They salute the First Lady. Do you Tripoli? I want to ask this question. He right for the Inspector General of Police salute the First Lady.
I no go get an answer for that, but I will give another scenario. I may don't see who side and they block road for the Inspector General of Police. Then they block road for the First Lady. Then they block road anyhow with the small road we get for these people, sir.
But this thing is bad, man. This thing is bad. It's bad. Sierra Leone police, they need for up the game. Their name don't go na the mud. Now God no more na go pull their name come out of that mud. They believe you me. If they continue them kind of practice, how would they do in that country? When you talk, then go lock you up. Small thing you shake, me small brother na him. I forget to tell you this thing. And Tripoli. During the lockdown, me small brother, them be in our house, them be they listen to Adebayo. So the man then come, then go only brother, them beat her, them beat her mercilessly because of that audio way they listen to. Believe you me, na me na ya wedding and na me end up for send money for let me then go treat the brother in the hospital. Hey, Bob! Hey! Salute. Salon police, they need for up the game. Believe you me, they need for up the game. This institution don't rotten. It don't rotten to the core. It rotten to the core. Now that number, sir. Now my own contribution, Andy. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Alusine. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Good morning from Australia. This is Nancy Squire. I call from Australia. Yeah. This thing no more than me from last week. We cannot be able to call for contributing to the program. On this loan show them because some of us get fuse them with the gear and also the government, like as I say, the program very rich. Would they give so much contribution them way if then they listen to them contribution they have so, then I believe the country not forget so much stress reporting them will go through so now. We talk about the loan funds when they give to the people in the give so right now. That then are just a scam. Because if on our forget loan, first of all, let's take confusion about the loan. One, they don't talk if not for SME or not for petty traders. Then there's the loan. First of all, you get for define written at SME and written at petty traders. Then just they confuse the people them saying they can't get loan. But it's not just a scam, like I say. The banking institution wouldn't go talk back see. Banks enable for manage their own funds they wouldn't get. Let's say loan we can talk about bank and government they can get them free money for give to people them. And then go to manage them. We don't work on financial institution and that way they give loan to people them way for one of them people in the back in trouble. Because the government money. So first of all, we do a thing they call SME, the university way. Then the people in the right, like for example, we study about the Ghana SME. what they do, then thinking them weaving industry. They not just go in and they give loan to everybody. Or now they look at, for example, now they do agriculture now. Strengthen the agricultural industry. Bring farming materials then. Not just go give the people the money. Bring equipment. When you know that the equipment and this way they need. Study about the industry. Bring the equipment. Then you don't know say these people ready for strengthening this industry for a long time. Now that's make you go now Ghana then airport, where you go na Kotoka airport, you just see so much weaving, then asking them all because then strengthening the weaving industry. We don't know where we depend. We don't know airport where you go the force, not the airport at all. Just like then village airports. Then the airports are unable for the finance. Then they're not to the airport standard. We're not able for study. Just choose. Say, I don't choose this area. And this area I want to develop. Yeah. With the SME, with the right dissertation at university, would they get a problem statement about certain departments? Say, for example, works department. If they write, say, okay, this works department, I do them for do, but if they write and put on a shelf, they wouldn't write them qualify dissertation and put on a shelf. But then they put them for letting go na the department we responsible. So okay, now this thing and this thing don't find out. People say all right, students are all right. Say now this for do. They're not the one. That is not one because it brings solution now to the country. Now that's my own suggestion that. Even also now for give loans, look at a specific area when I really serious about making this country. Now that's because the more I need to talk about it, now I'm going to come up. Say now this area I want for develop. Now this area I want for develop. Then you see people move towards that area. You know? The number two, now the road construction. What our military doing? The military then just sit down doing nothing, as far as we know. Train these people. Send these people for go do construction. Send these people for go do different trades. So when they come, the country go develop. At least to go able to forget like now where they go give CLC order, where then they send them money, then go Senegal, now their own country. Where then take that money, they then collect the money and send and go. We talk about retaining our funds. We talk about foreign exchange. How would dollar not go up? Because we go for transfer, all things they go back. So we retain money. Now country, but I see you get for chase for buy dollar for sending money go to the country. And where full amount they sell thing for buy dollar for sending money go to the country. So everybody they buy dollar for transfer amount of Sierra Leone. So that they put pressure on the dollar price. All things they consider 20 people, 50 people, so for different trades. So then the money they retain on a country, on they say in the long run, when they get the money they circulate around, but the money just to go out. Things not a now that's time in I just still have bringing a solution and they come up before the program be closed. Thank you very much, Tripoli.
All right, thank you very much, C-Square. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
Yes, caller, they live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yes, Mr. I had a call from US.
You get a platform, sir.
Yeah, I can always look for make a reference, some time ago, don't see this present government, then for watch what they do, because pundits then go to come after them, So therefore be careful what they do. Because if they know they do things right, they will expect all these kinds of criticism. Now, I like Mike. Mike is my man, it's my boy. I don't know anything in politics, political affiliation, but sometimes I know say he get passion, and my opinion it can be give. Likewise, we say they give your opinion, but I counter his opinion sometimes, Say I'm okay, I agree with his opinion. Because, for instance, when they say these guys, them just they thief. I want to ask her what he thinks all the governments them wait before this government, they've been deeper. Now progressive things that them they do, them they produce for the surrounding people, you know. Now the same thing they do. Like I said, then they will not be exposed to social media, so they think that they come up on focus. Because now social media is don't explode. We're able to see and watch these things then and as they happen, you know. If you talk about these guys, they not do nothing. I know they back these guys, they will and then things the way they do way wrong for the people right now. But let's call the spade a spade. Good thing the other governments, including the past SDP government, good thing they do for the people of Sierra Leone within their power. Good thing they build. Good thing they do for that country. You know, where everything, you know, just kind of this one day aid. They have done it before. You know, what thing they don't do for that country, how they improve that country, when a big guy then just come out and pour everything and just smash everything to the floor. You know? But that question give me all the people to answer. Because if then people really do something, then these guys then come and just damage everything. Yeah, I can understand where they're coming from. But let them tell me what people they live and do. How they build up that country before these guys then come out and can destroy them. You know? If they ask me that question, then I will believe what they talk and all water. But for the criticize, yeah, I know what you do right now is not right, you know? We didn't really talk a long time ago, and they point out the flaws that wouldn't happen, you know? People don't understand they criticize too much, you know? But then you don't see them because now the pattern, that's the pattern of Sierra Leone politics. Nothing doing. This one is self-commodity right now. Everybody can next. Now the same thing. That country they come. Unless you get somebody who really gets spine, they get backbone. They say this me a sacrifice, I work for the people, I work for that country. Rather than that, I tell you, man, the same old same. Nothing will change. That country, nothing will change. We don't see this movie for a very long time. The one before they don't do nothing. Or they talked the other day with somebody, they tell me, say, Pashaki, building, a build stadium, they tank the economy. They go OAU, it tank the economy. What do they do with that country there? What are the infrastructures there? What they build for maybe people and get work for work? Where these guys will come now and then destroy. When they blame them so 100%, 110, 150%. They don't think about that. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you, sir. When we be they talk about the emergency, that one they just bring me mind to waiting be happen at the Magbele Bridge. We held a program here at that time, and I get that audio up to now, even though it don't take years. But I believe say if I want for Fenam, I go Fenam. You remember somebody from the diaspora that went to Sierra Leone where they say, ferry and then say, okay, make them drive around. I be home at them begin at that time. And say, make them drive around. Where the person from the diaspora, may his soul rest in peace, now he takes making drive. Then we talked the other day about the bridge, now one person at a time. But I think maybe it be know the road or it not be know the road or it don't take away come out salon and be net. So it just go over the bridge. The police officer for Putloko at that time, where they interview him, I have the audio. Waiting he say at that time. I play him. Yeah. And we held the program and I was not happy and I think I went hard that particular day. He say, waiting we go able to do self come, but the place dark, nothing all day, so we're not able to do nothing, wait 10 money let the place clear. Yes. People then drive off cliff, go inside water. Police can at the scene. Is there nothing not for let them do? Before then the kind of morning, the bad guys then at the area, waiting no no. They don't jump na the water, go there. Not of save the people them go sort out things them. I don't know if you remember. Then go sort out things the way they want by the people the way they meet the bodies, then go sort out things the way they want. Later on, where police begin run at people, then they begin finding passports, they begin finding this, begin finding that, to the guys then at the area. Because we not get emergency response. So even at that time when they come, police get for team up, see Motuka inside, nobody no go. Even the boy themselves will be able to jump at that time, they no jump. For say let them go save people them, but they wait till police don't come on, wait everybody don't come on, then jump now for good thief. The diamond they inside the water. That's exactly what happened. This one come, the bridge broke, then come, no emergency again. No emergency. But the emergency, they need you to get fire extinguisher for your motorcar, then they arrest you in a saloon for them. Now the only emergency that the way then sabi. Say you forget fire extinguisher na you motorcar, you forget triangular. You know the one for when you get breakdown where you for puts on the road. The reflector triangular. You forget that in the only for them. Because at the end of the day, when you the license, you they pay for and then they give you. Those are the safety where then sabi for say for put inside your motorcar. Because they created somebody where they can supply and you they pay for them where you the license. That's what they do. Now we emergency then they will sabi. This salon where we want, now the salon we all they crave for. And this salon here, I think say, it's just too right for make we the talk how we want them for be. Not so. Now I make we they try for call the government of Sierra Leone to attention. Because look now, America says some of brothers then where they don't want it then they again. And some of their brothers then they say no one goes alone, no one let they identify them as Sierra Leoneans. Let try make we country. Let we try. Yes, some man they will not say na them bad trick, make them they and outside and they make them say they don't want it again. Some people them back, not to fault of their own. So let we make our own country. So that at least before then they say we know. Now first they say, no, not done the word safe. Not done the word. Now they tell them, say, not done and say, me, I don't pack now, go ahead, go soon. All we want for Salon are the best. We don't hate the president, we don't hate the country. And share a network we do as we don't use for do. If you don't deny the longest, don't they follow we, you will not say, what will they do so now? We don't do on the last administration. When they do anything wrong, they call them out. So if this one do anything wrong, you think they will not for call them out, for give them pass because of that? No. Because all we want for Sierra Leone is the best. And we want. I talk and I had the last time, say the past administration, then they not be afraid though. They know what thing they do so, but they not be afraid for talk. Then they can't hide it, they can't talk. Ask them question, they ready, even the spokesperson, the Minister of Information, they all be the kind of. That's the way I am now. And that. They want when the government falter, where they talk, no, they call them out. They want we say, for they praise the government when they do good. But then when they praise the government when they do good, they don't want for call the government out when they falter. So it's just a world team up. You don't want for make a talk say, the president, where he be ready for come out, he not tell you, but where he can't say all man declare. The one the way they glad the way can inside say, oh, una not glad the way the president can inside. You don't see. But you still want me say, oh, una need to praise self, even though they do, huh? But what I'm saying here is, una way they praise, una self, una begin call out things them way wrong. Una begin call them out. That's when they then gonna say they come off from Leone. That's one way we will make Salone better. Eh? They couldn't how they praise. Una way go dance today. They not tell una way them be they come out. You don't know if na net then come out, all man be they sleep, or you don't know stand and go. They not be tell you. But when they come, you go pray the lapa, you begin jump. Eh? You say we all for glad the way they come. Why you go jump where they come? Eh? But again, on a more serious note, we don't say nah the last time. Let we pray for the president. Yeah? But I forget who that be called the last time. Say, we don't know what to do the president. Why we pray for her? We pray for her no more. Let the right people then surround them. Yeah? Pray for her, yeah? You need them. When you look and ping, you know say you need prayers. That's what I say. You need prayers. Yeah? You need the wisdom. You need the wisdom. You need the wisdom for make better things in a salon. And the one them more responsible for negotiate with United States, una do am. But una just make sure say they not bully una, forgive una people, una feel say no to Sierra Leonean. Una make sure say they not bully una, but una do the right thing. So that at the end of the day, we where they live now, we not go can suffer for waiting, we not drink, we not smoke. Una do the right thing, do ya? But again, una make sure say they not bully una. Yeah? It's a tell friend too, not poor friend. Because they're on a best buddy. Look outside and give them na the embassy under for bill. One old village. Go brush. Now they open under. Brush, better one. Eh? Salone, eh? Now look with your embassy na DC. Look outside there. Big. Well, Yusuf still wait for embassy in reply. Do ya? Una waiting at the embassy. I remember when we created Sarah Network, yeah? I contacted the embassy, not to this administration, but I contacted them. I had an interview with the previous ambassador one time, but I contacted their tendency. We have a platform in the diaspora. I want to get an MOU with the embassy for make the ambassador. They come every 3 months for can update Sierra Leoneans them. Let's see you. I send email pass almost. I did it officially. Officially. I don't know. Because my family friend, the previous ambassador, the ambassador and wife, the family friend. So I even do officially send an email and I will call back. I don't know if they are listening, but you know, say not to what they talk, not to lie, they lie. I called, say, please. And so, you not get the email, send them back. I call, hey, you not get the email? I say, yeah. I beg. You see me where they send them, the email no bounce to me, but they say they not get her. Should I keep? Nah, then I stop. But let's see how far we go. And since Yusuf said this, I think we're going to stretch our hands again to this ambassador. Yeah? If you sabi any other ambassador back, usa you dey, because usa you dey, you want link up with me. Let them come, they can't talk to the diaspora. If I have 3 months, can't give you updates. What you don't they do? But no, they don't want. They don't want. How we go get this relationship now? We already at the diaspora with the embassy then. be say we can don't always say if you want to, there is a platform. If you want to talk, there is a platform. I remember this ambassador with there now. You don't see that COVID-19 time. There was a video we do where I take the video, come with them, talk to somebody we know, I call the video, upload, and I even talk to maybe the person not carry the message go. So I will try for send me hand back. So tell them, say there is a platform we want to talk to diaspora them. Like Canaya. The easiest way for contact to me. Canaya no more. Anything you know say get for you kaya. The message, they go far and wide. But usually, they don't want to do it. Waiting, I don't know, this thing about online. As they say, just not online. Even we say now, we say don't begin get the bad name. In the country, say, as they say, oh, na online platform, say, nah. Now the diaspora online, hey. But come first. But election tend to come. Una go begin. Yeah, then. Maybe now that thing they will go to talk no more now. Now then go they can contact we say the one can talk. Tina will they contact them, they agree. Eh? Alaji Sila say Triple, if you go na the international drive na DC and you drive, you go see all the African embassy building them. And when you meet Salon, you go no say, Now the reason that they will make them no respect to me. But we go try. I don't put time out to sometimes person be saying no. If you feel say there's any ambassador where you shall be, or the diaspora, we have the platform, the one can talk, let them come. Let them guide the rest we. Who's ever ask them a few questions without the expectation? Eh? And so we'll end the week. We just hope for the best for next week because this particular week we're in, so it was a busy one. Very. Just left all things to God and pray say it go well with we all, including Patrick Dominion. I say the wish for himself, me and you, whatever would they wish for himself. And even Sierra Leone, what do we want for Salon? For be a better country. I go repeat them back. You political party not able to make Salon. Unless me and you come together, now we go make Salon. So if you feel, say, you alone able to make Salon, you pull into to reward the cost, the things and I use no more able. Sure, money not to so than no go then be the talk. I see you far because you know go no side. But when we all come together with one accord, trust me, quick one, Salon, the one themselves when no one join, then go come on board. Yeah? We go there back on Monday. We'll take a rest tomorrow. We'll join the YV on Sunday. And we see what in them go put on their own table. Yeah? COVID-19 is real. Even at the West, yourself, not put your guard down. I'm going to the store today. One whole family. 4 adults, 2 picking. Then none know a face mask. Then none. Yes, it's uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. But I have to put it on. Because I want to stay alive. Eh? Some of we then are the vulnerable group. So we're not the mess with her. Eh? We hope for the best for Sierra Leone. Till we meet again on Monday. Triple A, Tata.